Hey everyone, One Sith here to do another video. So, recently we got BB-8, BB-9E, Instant Action, Supremacy of the sequel trilogy more or less. We are still missing Crate and Starkiller Base, but so far we've got a fair bit of content, and I gotta say, even though I am not what you'd call a big fan of the sequel trilogy era, and probably 90% of it, I have to admit, I kind of like the sequel trilogy era in Supremacy in Instant Action. Now, of course, I have to do my own headcanon to fully enjoy it, but hey, I kind of do. So what do you mean by headcanon, I'm sure you're wondering? Well, by that I mean, when you start off in Supremacy, and even Instant Action, you see like the giant ships around, the flying, the battles, everything just explodes with interest, right? And that's sort of what I'm kind of doing here, because sequel trilogy films never really gave us this sense of scale at all, and it's just great to see a sense of scale we haven't seen before, and all these units fighting, the special guys, the heroes on both sides, the new ships that's inside the ships, the interiors of the ships look amazing. To me, I kind of headcanon that I headcanon this is like Legends, right? This is like after Return of the Jedi, this is after the Vong War, this is after Legacy of the Force. This is like a new era of Jedi. Rey is is one of the students of Ben Skywalker, because screw it, Ben's going to be an awesome badass. You have a Darksider from the Brotherhood of Darkness, or the Brotherhood of Sith, I think it was, with Ben. And you could have it that the remnant of the Empire split off from this other remnant, because there's many remnants in Legends, and they kind of come back and fight and all that, because it's just, that's how I do it and play with it, you know? Because that to me is a much more interesting concept. And what's great is there isn't much references to the sequel trilogy, so you can sort of get away with it. I kind of enjoy playing as Rey. I enjoy playing as BB-8, who is really fun. And Finn, because Finn is definitely one of the best characters of the sequel trilogy that they kind of got a bit right, at least in certain concepts. But I have to admit, it's just so fun. The ability to play with the vehicles, the whole effect of, hey, we're in a big jungle planet and there's the giant ship there, and all these crazy shit going on. And I have to admit, yes, I play more in Instant Action, but I have to admit with the fact that Instant Action is just so damn good. And once we get basically vehicle AI, it's going to feel, especially on PC, as close as it can be to online, I would have to say. Of course, hopefully we get some starfighters, starships, and hopefully the ability to go, hey, you want to play Supremacy offline? I mean, it doesn't seem that hard. Apparently they've even got co-op for the interiors, so who knows. But I have to say that this is a fun update. And the game has, like, I've been with this game since the beta in 2017. And this game has come so far. It is beautiful. From the beginning, where it was like a lackluster campaign, crappy offline, online didn't have enough content, to just probably more content than you could ever expect, with more on the way. An offline component that is pretty much perfect in almost every way, other than vehicles. But once they get added in, honestly, I have no quarrels with the offline. Now all I have to do is get Galactic Conquest, and honestly, this game is a 10 out of 10. At least for me. Because to me, offline is the way to go. Because let's be honest here, I love playing online. Playing online definitely feels more epic, especially when you get the right people. And especially when they have, like, here's every single hero on the floor to go, bang, 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 bang. You got all these vehicles, you got the big giant starships in the sky, and you got people fighting. Then you go into the starship and you keep fighting, bang, bang, bang. They come back down, oh no, rah, rah, rah. It's just, it is beautiful, and it feels like Star Wars, and it's just great that I can now experience that with the sequel trilogy, because let's be honest here, the movies did not, at least for me, feel like Star Wars. It felt like nostalgic bait. But it's also great because next we will be getting original trilogy. Now, I love the original trilogy, duh. To me, original trilogy is beautiful, fantastic. Of course, they're going to give us co-op this month, sorry. Co-op first, probably iron some things out, then bam, the next month, Scarif and probably Supremacy, Instant Action, Bob's your uncle. Now, are we going to be getting new heroes, new special units? I think there's a good balance there. Whether or not we get special units and heroes in the same update, or if it's like, okay, here's Scarif, here's Supremacy of the original trilogy maps and offline. Also, here's one or two new units, because there has been some leaks about some units, and it's like, okay, that's fair enough. And then they might be like, here's the hints for now. Next month, maybe 2 heroes, and then after that, who knows? Because once they kind of fulfill all the sequel trilogy and original trilogy stuff, it's like, what do we add next? I'm hoping for Padme and Ashoka. Those two are my... And I don't know if you're a Star Wars Battlefront fan, it's been going on for years. Hey, we're going to get Padme, we're going to get Ashoka. I hope we do. I'm definitely one that wants to push towards that. But by the sounds of it, the whole entire DICE crew really want to create a better game, and, well, more so than they've done now. They want to give us more weapons, they want to give us more skins, they just want to get... They've got a list of things, they're just like, yeah, we want to give them to you. Will they? I think it's plausible. If this goes to the end of the year, which I'm pretty sure it will, then yes, I do think so. But the hard part is what comes next after this year. And I know this is something that not many people want to think about now, but it's just interesting because are they going to pull Rainbow Six Siege and just keep going? Or are they going to be like, hey guys, here's a new edition of Battlefront 2, you can play on the new Xbox, new PlayStation, better graphics, better memory and stuff? Or are they going to be like, okay guys, end of this year, we're going to stop production on Battlefront 2, we're going to work on Battlefront 3, it'll come out in a year or two, and it's going to be amazing. Who knows? I mean, hell, I'd be up for it if they were just like, if you've got Battlefront 2 and you get Battlefront 3, you can get all the content from Battlefront 2 into Battlefront 3. That'd be pretty cool. That'd be amazing if they could do anything like that. But just to see this game for what it once was to what it is now is perfect. It's a beautiful thing to see. And I keep saying it, the game was perfect, not perfect, but the game was fantastic months ago. But now it's just better. And as much as I love Clone Wars, and I really do love Clone Wars and prequel trilogy era, it's good to see a new era. Because as much as I love playing Clone Wars, there was only like 4 or 5 maps, which is fine. And it's great, but you also wanted that more aesthetic change. I do think it's going to be better once we get the original trilogy. Absolutely. But it's going to be more coherent when we got prequel trilogy, sequel trilogy, and original trilogy all mixed together, all mashed up, ready to roll. I just hope they add Crate and Starkiller Base, which I think they can. They've already made changes to Jakku and Takodana with adding new routes and stuff. So I can kind of see them doing something with Starkiller Base and Crate. Crate might need a bit more underground tunnels, but it should be plausible. Same with Starkiller Base. If you just add a few more tunnels and such, you kind of have a more coherent, round map. But who knows? It's entirely up to DICE. I do hope they do add it because, well, it just wouldn't feel complete. And by the looks of it, DICE wants a more complete game. Now, what do I want from the future? Other than Padme and Ashoka. Basically right now, once I get Vehicle AI and hopefully Galactic Conquest, at least for offline mode, I would love Coruscant and Mustafar. Though, well, I love Coruscant, Mustafar, Utapau, you know, but I doubt we'll get all of them. If I could choose between one, it'd be Mustafar. That in the Frostbite engine would be BEA beautiful. You give me that and I am happy. And, of course, well, out of everything we could and could not get, this would be the big one, but I know it wouldn't happen. Legends content. I would love Legends content. But I doubt we're going to get that. But who knows? Maybe they might be able to in the future bring in Legends content. It's hard to tell. It really is. But if not, we got mods. And we got mods for that. You know what? I'll take it. I'll take the mods. The mods are fantastic. And with the mesh importing and such, it doesn't matter if they don't give us all of this and all of that. Because there'll be conversion mods. There are going to be conversion mods. Just like Battlefront 2 did. They're going to be massively huge. And I cannot wait to see what the modding community does. Even more so. They've done some great things already. But just imagine when everything's finished. You've got all these big maps, all these different eras, all these AI and such, and then everyone and the modders are just like, alright, what can we do? What can we do? And I'm excited to see what happens, because even if DICE isn't allowed to give me personally, obviously not personally, but I guess a big chunk of what the fandom wants, with Legends content and such, the modders can. And that makes me excited. So, overall, how great is this update? And this is only the first update. There's still one in like a week or two that's going to come out. And it's like, hell yeah. I love it. I love it. You know what? 2 updates in a month? I'm all for it. Anyway, that is the one Sith out. I shall see it all in Valhalla. Don't forget to pick up Battlefront 2 if you haven't, because it is a game worthy of your time. And if you want online, it's got a surplus of online compatibility perfectly done. You want a campaign, it's got that, and it's okay to great at the best. You want a great offline, the offline is extended enough that you cannot get enough of it. And if you want to have it crazy and shit, you get it on PC and you go crazy with the mods, which is quite easy to install. Anyway, you have a good one. I'll see you next time. Bye.